Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Spencer Arms. So I've sort of like based my channel. If you've watched me for a while, I've not got my right glasses on, so it's really terrible. I have to wear these like this because these are just reading glasses. So when I've got these on there, I can't hardly see the screen. I've left my glasses at work, and I've been doing the bits and bobs at the house. So I've got my scruffy sort of t-shirt on. But anyway, that aside, this is a beer review, and I always sort of like bring like I don't know, craft beers and things like that to the channel, proper German beers and and all that. I don't really sort of do too much of the generic sort of supermarket beers and things. However, like Lidl have really sort of jumped out the water at me a little bit. I can go to Aldi now and I can sort of wander around Aldi and no, there's a lot of like copy beers in there that don't really appeal. A lot of traditional beers. I mean, they do the proper job there, which is a really great beer. But I don't know, I go in Aldi and I sort of have a scan around. I think, there's not really a lot that really appeals to me. It's almost like going into Sainsbury's, really. It's a similar sort of thing. But going to Asda, and you're like, whoa, yeah, we've got some pretty good beers been dropped just of late. And then Lidl, I sort of like hear about this little Oktoberfest, this festival sort of drop. And I thought I'd pop in there. So I went in the other day, and you've probably seen it. I've got the Paulenbacher. Is it Paulenbacher? I've got to get it right. It's the first time I've seen it, but I've got one here. So the Paulenbacher Premium Pills that I've just reviewed, and I got it with this big glass. Great. I mean, $3.99, absolutely fantastic. And I sort of looked at the other beers that are in there, and I thought, you know what? I'm not sure. What do I do? Do I buy them? Do I review them? It's like, is it really worth me reviewing them? Because like, as soon as I search for this beer, it's everywhere. Everybody's getting it. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's reviewing it. And I'm such a small channel. Is anybody really gonna, is it worth me doing it? I thought, well, of course it is, because it's a bit of fun and it's a bit of a laugh. So this is Lidl's now. I've bought the Paulenbacher. Oh, I can't even say it without looking at it. It's down here. I'll show you. I bought this, and Simon from Real Ale Craft Beer, he's highly rated this. So I've bought this based on what he said. And this, so Paulenbacher Fest beer. I've just got it down there. It's been blasted by the air conditioning, but it needs to be like sort of in the. I need to get it back. When the air conditioning's off, I need to get it in the fridge. But anyway, that's come in. And I've seen this. So I thought, I'll give it a go. I'm looking forward to opening that keg, because that sounds like an absolutely fantastic beer. So this was £1.49 for the can, and I'll be quite honest with you, I have bought one can of it. I don't know why I'm swirling that. It'll be clean this well. I bought one can of this because I just thought, for me, it's not about getting something cheap, it's about getting something good. Now that pills that I've just reviewed was cheap with the glass, $3.99 for this jug, and for the 500ml beer, and it was good. I really enjoyed it. It was really good. So when it comes to fest beers, I've had some beautiful fest beers. I mean, some really good, beautiful German fest beers. And so I'm thinking £1.49 for this fest beer. I've looked around the can. The writing's very small. I can't even see who's brewed this. It's got, Germany on it, and it's got various bits and bobs all over it. But it doesn't actually say who's brewed it. Just brewed with the finest ingredients. Someone's probably going to shout at me now and saying, Don't you know the picture of that cartoon on there who's brewed it? Oh, I can't for the life of me see. You know what I mean? And someone's probably going to tell me off because it's just not, doesn't say anywhere brewed by anybody. So anyway, there it is in the glass, and it's like looking a nice colour actually. It looks like a nice colour. It's probably a little bit darker than I'd probably expect it to be for a fest beer, really. It's sort of looking a bit like amberine colour, isn't it? But also quite golden, quite light, really. I suppose if you hold it up to the light, it looks a little bit more sort of like goldeny sort of colour, but it smells nice. It's got a decent smell to it, but you know, I'm 5.5% ABV. So yeah, it has got not a huge amount of what I'd sort of expect. So I'd expect to get some sort of like malty aromas from this, some like nice toasty, sort of bready, malty sort of. It's not really got loads of aroma to it, but yeah, it looks nice in the glass. I love this nice jug. Although it hurts my shoulder to lift it up. Is that bloody heavy? So yeah, I'm not going to faff around with this too much. I just thought to myself, you know what, Speno, just bring it to the channel. Just do it. And even if 100 people have done it, you do it as well. So cheers, everybody. Prost. It's very drinkable. Very easy to drink that. I could literally neck that. It's clean. It's clean. But I've sort of seen a few, skip through a few reviews on this, and you know, just skip through them really, and just had a quick like, you know, watched it, but like on about 1.5 speed, so I'm not missing anything because I just sort of thought I didn't have high expectations. I don't know why. I just don't know why. I think it's because some of the fest beers that I've had, the Oktoberfest beers, fest beers I've had, have been absolutely amazing. And I just thought, oh, am I doing it? What am I doing it for? You know, am I doing it just to find fault with it, or am I doing it for to sort of say this is fantastic for the money? Well, for £1.49, it's just a little bit. It's a little bit bland. It's a little bit uninteresting, really, if I'm to be honest. It's not about putting it down as such. It's just about, although I probably am, it is just, it's disappointing, but then again, it's not expensive, is it? You know, it's, but if you've had some of the really good German fest beers, there's not really a lot to it. In fact, it's a little bit metallic, really, if I'm honest. It's a bit thin, and it's almost, it's almost tastes like it's come out of a can. I probably regret putting this video out really, because I like to drink a beer. And if I don't really think it's much cop, and then I won't even put it out. It's got some sweet malts in there. It's sweet, but it's not rich. It's not sort of like got them like, you know, toasty sort of like caramelly toffee type flavours, any of that sort of like dark caramel. It's not really supposed to be overly hopped. It wants to be like fresh, clean. The yeast wants to be nice, and everything just wants to be a clean taste throughout this beer. Which it is clean, but it's probably a little bit too clean. As in the fact that it's a little bit washed down. It's a little bit thin. It's a little bit diluted. I'm hoping to get more from that Paulenbacher Fest beer, because I love the pills. I thought the pills were really good, what came with this, but I don't really know about this. It's it's not really making me run out and buy many of them, to be quite honest with you. You know, fairly good levels of carbonation. The bubbles look quite fine. Rising up to the head again. Um, just really struggling to really find anything other than just a lagery sort of and you know what as well, it's almost got like, I mean, I'm actually gonna say that I understand now where Michelle from Rate My Beer is coming from. Because I watched Paul and Michelle review this, so I'm sort of coming into this just as a, I don't know, just a little bit. I want to review it, but I think there's lots of reviews out there of this beer, and they're all taking on different things. And this review's from 2 years ago, so I've sort of seen them. I thought, oh no, well I want to find some for now, that's what's made me go and buy it, because you know, a lot of these beer drops and the festival beers, I mean, there's a Belgian one in there, 6 Belgian beers in Lidl now. And I did think about picking it up and talking about it, but I thought, no, do you know what? No, I can't. I've not sort of got the drive to do that. To sort of like think to myself, oh, 6 beers, Belgian beers from Lidl for quite a cost-effective amount of money, to find out that they're not really that good. I'd rather, instead of having 6, I'd rather have one that's brilliant. I'd rather have one that's amazing rather than 6 that, you know what I mean? So I'd rather have one fest beer that's absolutely brilliant, part of the Oktoberfest sort of like fest beer range, and really enjoy it, than have 4 of them for the, I don't know. I mean, they're not even, the German beers are not even that much money. You know, they're really reasonably priced. The German beers are. You know, I would say you'd pick up a good fest beer for less than £5, probably less than £4. You know, I might even have one in. And if I have, it's probably gone out of date, which would be bad. So I should doubt whether I actually have, because I wouldn't have let that happen. I would have drank it, but. Yeah, Michelle. I watched Michelle and Paul, and you know, I appreciate their honesty, and I appreciate everybody's honesty. Everybody that I watch is honesty, and for £1.49, if you've never had a fest beer before, if you've never experienced a proper German fest beer, a proper good quality fest beer, you're going to get this, and you're going to think, you know what? That's sort of like quite a crisp, clean, sort of sweet, malty lager. But when you've had one before, you're going to drink this thinking, it's a bit empty. It's a bit lackluster. It's a little bit missing, if you know what I mean. And it disappoints me a bit, because after the Paul and Becker pills, this, which I've already shown you, it is Paul and Becker. I keep having to turn around. I hate saying things wrong. Or Pearl and Becker. That was really was good. Really was good. I really enjoyed that. But yeah, just trying to find something interesting as I go down this. But I can tell this has come out of a can. All the craft beers that I have and all the beers that come out of a can don't taste sort of canny. This has got a metallicness to it. It has got a canny taste to it. A canny taste. It's got a canny taste to it. What was that? Sort of a Welsh, Scottish, Irish accent. Yeah. So sorry. This is almost like stripped my personality. It's like stopped me from being like zingy and like and buzzy or whatever. Because like I almost, as I poured it out, sort of felt like I'm going to be disappointed with this. Anyway, 14 minutes in, and yeah, it's, for me, I'm just, you know, I'm not going to call me a beer snob or whatever, but nah, I'd rather keep me 149, put it to another 149, and add it to another 149, and spend it on a really good German Oktoberfest Fest beer, you know, Oktoberfest inspired sort of beer, and really appreciate it. But anyway, there you go. This has probably been a little bit of a dull one for me, but I just wanted to speak about it myself, and I just wanted to think, you know, when I watched Paul and Michelle rate my beer. And I watched them sort of going, you know, it's sort of like an ale, just like an ale, which I thought, yeah, now I've had it. Michelle, you're dead right. And I see Simon, and Simon has a really sort of good take on it as well. To sort of say it is what it is. And you know, I think this is from 2 years ago that I seen Simon's that I rushed through it, and he was having some sausages with it. So whether it's changed since then, but you know, he describes it great, as in like, yeah, it's £1.49, and you know, it's drinkable and that, and you know, and so that's it. I just wanted to, you know, go through the good and the bad and everything else, and just have my own opinion of it. And my own opinion of it is, yeah, nah, it's not for me. It's not rock my boat. So yeah, but it might rock yours. But yeah, the actual lingering taste that I've got left with that is can, if I'm honest. Yeah, it is can. But anyway, but like I say, it's not slagging it off. I'm not here to slag any beers off. I'd never ever bring anything to the channel to slag it off. I don't. I just give an honest opinion, and my honest opinion on that is, yeah, it is a darkish sort of lager with some sweet malts in it, but it's also a bit tinny, a bit canny, and a bit empty, and a bit thin, and a bit lackluster. But anyway, I'm in Speno, and I might just upload this straight away with none of my old idiot production stuff, and just get it up. So yeah, cheers everybody, thank you for watching, and I'm in Speno, and I'll do sort of like this to end the video.